think, Dr. Malik, you have something to do with the documentary?
Yes, I've written, basically, me and barrister Irfan Malik, we've written it, we have produced it here for the channel. So this is
There's
what
a lot of research that means you have done.
Yeah, we have.
Perfect. Excellent.
We know most of the laws around, like what happens in Africa, what happens in Germany, what happens here. It's like back of our hand. Right. And the Pakistan as well. I mean, we say every day I do look into it. And then when the amendment was going through, the bill of the 27 amendments going through, I was looking at it, observing it, what people's reactions are and how people feel and what safeguards are there for the citizens of Pakistan.
I mean, while watching this documentary, you could see that you have a very soft corner for 27th Amendment, so you're in favor of this.
Yeah.
So can you explain this for my viewers? Why? What is this, and why do you think that is a good thing which has happened?
Okay, look, I mean, many people say, well, it's not. See, Pakistan is basically they have these political issues all the time. Pakistan, they don't like any changes in there. Okay? Anybody make changes, they feel that it's for themselves. It's basically to curtail the other parties. So basically, it's to, like an example, the opposition may think now basically it's against us. The changing of judiciary, changing of these reforms, and the Assamani, Assamani Sahab, his appointment. Obviously, if he isn't there, that it's a problematic for them. They're not thinking what's the benefit for the country. Okay. Every country in the world, as it sees fit, they change it as well. I mean, the 27 amendments is another content in American Constitution as well. So well, here the basic. I mean, I like the idea of the reforms in there. Example, the military now. The air marshal, the admiral,
Force, yeah.
and the army. They are the same level. They've been brought to the same level. And lifetime immunity. Because every time anybody goes to remove a Pakistani military, especially, who are Pakistani soldiers who have given their lives and all that, they end up with if a new regime comes in, the political regime, first they go for them. They start criticizing them. And there's all kind of agendas for them, against them.
But yeah, that's fine. But another question, immunity given to the President of Pakistan, lifetime, why was that needed?
Well, I think it's a good idea. Look, every time a president goes in there, they start persecuting them. Okay, so this needs to be stopped. We need to put a stop somewhere. And when at the moment everything, if they're right or wrong, whatever there are, we need to put our democracy on a track. Okay, by doing arresting every whole of when the new government comes, right, whole of the time spent in persecuting people. Everything, arresting the president, the former PM, the MNAs, and all that, and also all kind of they have all kind of theories there.
But does that kind of immunity exist in this country?
There's no immunity in this country at all. Okay, although the king has the immunity here, who's also the head of the state here. The king do have the immunity here, but not immunity to the exact extent. But the king, see, for example, now the head of state in Pakistan, if you compare with here, like the question you raised with I'm now always think Prince Charles, it should be King Charles. Okay, because we used to call him Prince. The king here.
He was a prince for a longer time.
Yeah. The king. I mean, he's also constitutional head here.
Okay.
The head of state, and so is the Zardari Sahab, and it's the same thing really, same sort of powers. I mean, Zardari Sahab hasn't got into these constitutional amendments and all that. Basically, he's the figurehead of the state, and he only endorses the legislation. He has no say in it, and no say in here. The king doesn't have a say as well. So why should there be any prosecutions there? What's the deal to do with it? 2
of the Supreme Court judges have resigned today. Why do you think they have resigned?
Well, I have got my own theory in it, because obviously the power has been taken off them. Now there's a federal constitutional court. Before the Supreme Court, every day these courts, the judges were just there on the Supreme Court deciding. They're more interested in deciding on the political cases than clearing the backlog. There's so many backlog. Ordinary citizen Pakistani overseas citizens who have inheritance tax problems, who have dispute property problems, and the local criminal cases, people are in prison for a number of years. Their case is not heard for 5 years, 6 years, because the court's full of applications by the opposition or the government as well. This is the problem. It's fully occupied as well, and it's abuse of process really, the way it's done. So these judges may lose their powers. And they all want to be now. The new constitution court is set up now. So these lawyers, these judges, I should say, may lose their powers in that. Or they have to deal with ordinary appeals. Who wants to deal with the boring appeals now? Every day the appeals are there. People's rights and citizens' rights here. So like here, priority is given. We don't have that problem here at all. I've did so many judicial reviews here, which is UKK administrative court in this country. There we made so many applications. It's basically reviewing the decision of the government in the administrative court. Administrative court is a part of the High Court. It's a constitutional court, you can say. So the courts were all the time. There are special judges who deals with the kind of applications. In Pakistan, it wasn't like that at all. And some of the lawyers never even practiced constitutional law. They were criminal lawyers or the lawyers in other fields, and they're basically deciding on the constitutional issue. Now with this, I hope so, with the appointment of this new federal constitutional court, there'll be special judges now who will decide on it, who are fit to be on the subject.
Right. On this point, there are people out there who are actually not happy, especially within the judiciary system. They're not happy with the establishment of constitutional courts.
Well, it's not up to them anyway.
Yeah,
their job is an interpretation of the law, not how the parliament performs.
What they
I can't understand that. What's got to do with them?
So because what they think that it is going to actually, like you said, it can harm that the control of the Supreme Court, the High Court. That they might imbalance this.
Okay. There is an issue there, but obviously my view on that will be simple. Okay, the constitutional court will deal with constitutional issues. Example: an opposition leader now facing criminal charges. What's that got to do with the constitutional? Tell me, what's got to do with the constitution? Nothing. Somebody dropping some civil dispute with someone. What's that got to do with anyone? Association. Or somebody defrauded thingy. It's in a criminal court. A criminal court is Supreme Court. It's an appeal court. Appeal court. That's it. Supreme Court cannot stand it. So basically, it's a good idea to run two courts parallelly. It's the same type of jurisdiction. Same. The superior courts. Both are superior courts.
But what is the advantage of these constitutional courts then? As a lawyer, as somebody who knows law, what is the
one? It will streamline the cases.
Right.
Okay. Secondly, you have more qualified judges who are specialists in constitutional court. A lawyer who's been practicing constitutional law for many years, he will be appointed to be on the constitutional court because he's an expert on it. A criminal lawyer should not be there. He should be in the Supreme Court, from the High Court to there. That's the way it works everywhere, and that's how we see it. Obviously, in this country, the judicial review judges are specialist public law judges. Although sometimes the Chancery division judges do sit in the administrative courts as well, but mostly you will see that the judges of the public law are there doing this. And same in Pakistan. I think the Pakistan was streamlined, and the whole of the world has welcomed it. I know the opposition don't like it. The whole of the world has welcomed it.
The 27th Amendment.
Yeah, everybody is welcomed it.
Okay, so Dr. you're a lawyer.
I've spoken to so many experts on the constitutional issue, and they would tell me international professors of universities, as academic. I've spoken to a couple judges of the UK courts, and they're very happy with this. They're saying it's a very good idea to streamline it. Pakistan need to modernize their judicial system and their constitution as well. The constitution 73 is not hadith; they can't be amended. It's just a piece of paper. It's a codified law. In this country, we don't even have a written constitution which is not codified, and in Pakistan is codified. So it can be changed as we think fit. So what's wrong in it? You know, it's nothing to do with Asmani or nothing to do with other people as well, or the other. I don't know what the issue is. Why Parliament decided? Parliament is supreme. Supreme Court is not supreme.
Parliament is supreme.
Parliament.
Yeah, because they are the one who passes legislation.
Yeah. So what's going to do with them? Why are they taking such a drastic actions? The only reason I can see is that they're losing their
Control.